You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela
Yeah.
Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. This guy's album's out right now.
That's right, on iTunes, on Apple Music right now. Don't ever play yourself. Major key alert. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. My 9th album, 10-year anniversary of We the Best Music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I got the keys.
Khaled, I'm not gonna lie, you might be the most inspiring person in 2016, bro.
Man, I appreciate that.
Your come up has been phenomenal. This is the thing that bugs me out.
Yeah.
9 albums.
Yeah.
Right?
9 albums, long career in radio, and you blew up off social media.
Well, not true, but I appreciate
Like
the.
it went to a whole nother
You gotta
level
come plaques. You gotta
because of
come
social
plaques,
media.
Khaled.
Because
Talk that talk.
because when you check my catalog, you know what I'm saying.
Resume.
My resume, you know what I'm saying? I've always put out #1 records, big anthems. I'm the king of the anthems, you know what I'm saying? And I mean that in a humble way, but confident because we work hard, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't say that the first album, I'm saying that on my 9th album, and, I've been dropping anthems. I could put a greatest hits out right now, you know what I'm saying? What happened was with Snapchat, and as well as like y'all got Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying? This is y'all's outlet for everybody to know y'all. Well, my outlet was, besides people knowing me for my anthems and me being in the videos or me being in the studio or me being in the club DJing, whatever, or on stage, they got to know me personally, my fans. Like Envy know me from at least 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. So Envy, I've been like this from day one since you ever met me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? People that's known me from 20 years or 25 years, I've been like this my whole life. What happened was Snapchat just broadcasted to the world and got a connection with my fans. So not only do they love my music, they love Khaled as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you got a relationship. There's certain things you probably like about me. Now my fans know what y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's all connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the key. And that's why I went super all out on this album, which I always go all out on all my albums. But Major Key has been inspired by my fans because the love is so amazing. When I go out there, it's so much love. When I go home or in the studio, I just take that love and put it into the music. You know what I mean?
I bet you it was easier to get artists for this album, though, because you have become more famous than a lot of these guys.
Absolutely. And he changed
You don't
got to
chase them down no more.
He changed it up a lot, too, because usually we used to make fun of Khaled. We used to say Khaled single is the same record remixed 10 times.
That is a fact.
This time it was not like that at all. Khaled got Jay-Z
None
back
of these records sound like DJ Khaled records.
Not at all.
Well,
The typical.
Typical Khaled record.
Well, every album and every anthem I put out, it's just a vibe. It's just the moment that, we rocking in. When I made I Got the Keys, you know what I'm saying, me and Future was in the studio, we was vibing. We record like 4 or 5 records a night. But see, I Got the Keys was basically inspired by what's going on in my life, with the cloth talking, major bag alert, secure the bag. So it was just a natural vibe when we was in the studio. And when I presented it to Jigga, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, he loved it, you know what I'm saying? And he immediately just came with them bars, what Jigga does best, you know what I'm saying? One of the best in the game. And to get him in a video, to me, that was not only a huge accomplishment, but big for the game, you know what I'm saying? Because he barely shoots videos for himself, you know what I'm saying? And, of course, working with Drake, when Khaled Drake work, it's always an anthem. And saying Drake, he's always super hands-on about crafting the anthems, and I just embrace the blessings, and we team up, and we the best OVO, and we take it to another level. And then the new single with me, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, August Alsina, Jeremiah,
Who premiered that yesterday,
Ross.
by the way.
That's right, I heard you, Envy, doing your thing. All them people, I always got to do something for the ladies.
Yeah.
I went and produced that, I flipped Lovers and Friends. My brother Nasty co-produced it and Lee co-produced it with me. And I went in there and I had this idea for 5 years ago. I always wanted to flip Lovers and Friends, but I didn't want to do it so early. So I waited till it was like the 10-year mark. But it's really, I think that record's like 12, 13 years old, maybe 14. So I waited a certain time to do a flip. And the response on that is just super amazing. But the whole album from J. Cole, then the record Holy Key with Kendrick Lamar, Big Sean, and
Tough tune.
And Betty Wright. You know what I'm saying? I got a record with Future and Bryson Tiller. That's so crazy.
The Betty Wright feature freaked me out. What that?
Yeah, well, Betty Wright, she's from Miami.
Oh,
She's from Miami. She's the mother of Miami. Like, literally, like, we're all her children.
Okay.
And she's always been part of my career early when I was in the mud. She supported me and always embraced me. And we always in the studio together. You know, I utilize our relationship, meaning as in with her singing, maybe on some Ross albums, you know, like that Ross record with Kanye and Big Sean on one of his albums, you know what I'm saying? I got, you know, Betty Wright jumped on it, or even on some stuff she used to do ad-libs, but this record I wanted her to do the hook and wanted to go to church on it. So when I got in the studio, I was like, listen, Betty, we gotta go to church on this, and we collaborated, and I felt like we made a masterpiece, you know what I'm saying?
I was surprised that we haven't had Jay-Z, you know, strip club culture is so big now.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a record that we played from Jay-Z in the strip club in at least 7-8 years.
No, man.
Yes.
Fuck with me, you know I got it.
That's true.
And when was that? But we
Like 4 years
that was
ago.
like 5 years
3,
ago?
4 years ago.
It's been
5
that
years
long?
ago?
I don't think it's been that long. Magna Carta, when was Magna Carta?
Magna Carta is probably what?
5 years ago.
Maybe 2013,
It's
maybe.
been a while, it seemed like.
Damn, boy,
But-
this year's going fast.
But this record is an anthem in the club. It's
Yeah.
like Jay is in the strip club, and I love that because I'm such a Jay fan.
Yeah.
And I play Jay on the radio, so it felt good. So how did you get him on that record?
Well-
that beat, that bounce.
Yeah.
How'd you get him on that?
Well, I came. We had some cloth talk. I went to the studio and I played him the record with the hook.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, I would love to get you on this record, and I played it for him. And right when I played it for him, you know, I just, you know, kind of glanced and looked at him, and he was bobbing his head. And then after the hook came off, he was like listening to the hook, like, I got the keys. And he was like bobbing his head. And when the instrumental part came on, I already seen him starting rapping in his head.
Right.
So I was like, oh man, he like it. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell he was already, you know, catching a vibe.
That
You know,
bounce,
he,
right.
Yeah, he right in the head, and I've seen him bounce. And he was like, yo, leave this for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, of course I am. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and then the next day he hit me. I got it done. I'm ready. Where you at? Come see me in the studio. Boom, we cut the record. And I told Jigga, it doesn't sound like it, but I said, I feel like I got the keys. Made me feel like when I first heard Dirt Off My Shoulders. Because you remember when Dirt Off My Shoulders came out, it was a different bounce
Right.
at that time. 'Cause, you know, Timbo with them drums. And, you know, Jigga was going bad on there. So I felt like me, Future, and Jigga on a record with that bounce made me feel. And then him spitting flames. You know,
Right.
he talking cloth on there like, you know, my bag different. My wife, Beyonce, like, you know, it's all true. You know, that's why I love listening to, you know, Jigga, that's Jigga.
Right.
But I'm saying this, but it's like, he made sure on his rhyme, like I can tell, like when it come out, every fan gonna be able to sing, rap every word.
Word up.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in the club DJing or in the stadium playing the record, and I put the mic on, they singing, I got the keys, and they singing the bars from Jigga.
Right.
And I think that's what was so important about this anthem, because we always want to hear Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? We always want to get a Jay-Z album. You know what I'm saying? For us to get a collabo with Jay-Z, Future, and Khaled and shoot a video, I think not only is it important for me, that which I'm very grateful for, but important for the game. You know what I'm saying? The culture. And I think that video with all the rappers and everybody coming together, unifying, you know, that's powerful.
You ain't even paying attention to this. It's been about 50 people who have just come in
How
this
you
studio.
doing?
Khaled have been up here how many times?
Yeah,
This has
man.
never happened before.
Let me tell you-
How are you dealing with this new level of fame?
Well, let me tell you something. I go to the game the other day, and I bring my son with me, right? And my son goes, you know, now mind you, everybody's there. Victor Cruz, Josh Norman, Jadakiss, Fabulous, Miguel Cotto. My son was like, Dad, yo, I want to take a picture with Khaled. I'm like, Khaled?
And you know,
I was hating a little. I said, the DJ Khaled, that's my guy.
Yeah,
was
but-
He was
"Yeah."
hating. I'm glad he admitted
Yeah,
it.
but you
He
know,
was
I'm a
hating.
big fan of Envy's son. You know, I be watching him play basketball. You know, and Envy, you know, he always posts pics and snaps with his children, and that's inspiring because I'm about to have a son. So when I see that, I'll be like, man, I can't wait to play basketball with my son, or you know, go swimming with my son. So you know, tell your son I appreciate
By
it.
the way,
hold on.
don't Snapchat the label, Khaled.
Well,
Yeah, I got 2 kids. You got to be in there with your
You got
wife.
2 kids?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You got to be in there with your wife, holding
Yeah.
her hand. She gonna be mad at you because you on the phone. You
She
got to act.
always mad at me.
You got to act like you in pain
What
with
else
her.
is new?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, you know, I mean, well, this what if the doc say everything's smooth. I'm not gonna go into like detail.
Not
but,
into the vagina,
Yeah,
but-
no, I'm not doing that about your mouth. But I do want to Snapchat the young king, the young icon,
Absolutely.
coming out. Like,
Cut
because-
the umbilical cord.
You can do that on Snap.
Do I cut that? Is that my
You
job?
can cut it.
It's my job to
Yeah,
cut it.
you can cut it,
Oh
yeah.
man, so yeah, I would like to do that. I think that's a moment. You know what I'm
Swallow
saying?
the placenta.
No.
Huh?
If you swallow the placenta, you can breastfeed.
Cal, no.
Man, I don't know. Yeah,
I'm dead ass serious. If you swallow the placenta, you can breastfeed.
No.
That's a fact. Tom Cruise did it.
No.
Man, it's too much cloth going on. It's too much.
I don't know about that one, Cal.
Now, the elliptical talk.
Yes,
I don't think the elliptical's working, Khaled. You need to switch up your workout regimen.
Hold up. See, this is the key. The key is this. I use the elliptical to feel good. Of course, lose some weight.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, I want to be clear. I'm happy the way I am. You know what I'm saying? I always have been. I used to be 300 pounds. I'm 260 pounds now. 2 years ago, I was at 240 something when I was, I went in like in a serious mode.
Yeah.
So I did go to a point that I want to get back to. But I use that really to deal with everyday life, meaning as in feel good. It makes me smile. You know when you work out, it makes you smile, feel
Absolutely.
good, energy, and deal with stress better. Of course, I want to lose pounds, but at the same time, I'm more cautious about everything I do in life when it comes down to eating and working out now. So when I eat, it's like when I'm at home with my chef, I got gluten-free. She cooks everything gluten-free.
Okay.
And I feel the
Chef
difference.
D.
Chef D, I feel the difference. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on the road, I be messing up. But when I mess up, I'm cautious, say, man, I feel guilty, and I go back the next day and eat good.
Right.
So at least I'm cautious of doing things.
Oh, okay. So it's your eating habits. That's why.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cautious,
All
you
Yeah,
mean.
and I'm more you know what I'm saying? And then, I did the 22-day nutrition, and I lost a lot of weight when I did that, the vegan thing. And now, by me doing the vegan, it made me look at things different. So now, if I want to be 90% vegan and then still eat a little fish and chicken, it's a vibe.
Yeah.
So I recommend everybody try the 22-day nutrition because it really makes you lose weight, but at the same time feel good. You know what I'm saying? And then after you accomplish that mission, you're going to be so cautious, and it's on you. Do you want to continue to be...
This is secure the bag alert right
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
No,
Secure the
because,
bag alert.
No,
you gotta
I'm being honest.
But you gotta balance it out. Like if you
I want you to try I'm so serious. This ain't no, like, any vegan.
Set it up, I'll try it.
No, do it. Any vegan, I'm talking about, because after you feel how good you feel, your skin and everything start glowing. It's like a movie. What I'm saying, even if you don't want to live 100% vegan life, after that, at least you'll be cautious when you eat crazy. You might be half vegan now. You know what I'm saying? Like, once in a while.
Yeah.
Salad, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Veggie burger, you know what I'm saying?
You got a Silk almond milk commercial.
Yeah, I love almond milk. And I might...
You got a couple of big commercials.
That's what really messed me up. I came in here one morning. I said, Khaled got a Silk almond milk commercial.
The Silk almond milk, I've always had Silk almond milk in my house. My girl always buys almond milk, and I love it. I love it with my cinnamon toast crunch. It tastes amazing. And I snapped it plenty of times before, early. It's a key, because it is a key. Just like my cocoa butter, almond milk has always been a key to me. And when they reached out to me, I was so excited because I love almond milk. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you see me, if I do a commercial or endorse, always know this. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel uncomfortable unless it's, I have to promote something I love. And my fans know that. I'm not only a secure the bag alert hustler, but I also love celebrate success right. Apple, Ciroc, the only way. Like, take a toast of respect. Respect the code. Do say darn. You know what I'm saying? Live life in luxury. Luxurious. Liquid gold. Bel Air Lux.
How do you remember all those talking points? Do you ever hold up the Ciroc and be like, live life luxurious? Ciroc.
No, but listen, I really, when I feel like having a sip, I really drink Ciroc.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
Yeah.
But do it responsibly. You know what I'm saying? When I want to take a toast of respect, with Envy or you, or if I'm with Jigga or the Dons, I want to, sip on a little Douce. And, when we vibe and want to live luxurious, I'm always repping Black Bottle Boys. Now it's the new Lux, Liquid Gold. I'm being honest. And this is great.
The funny thing about Khaled's life is I feel like Khaled has mastered the power of positive thinking, because I feel like the position you're in now, you always talked like you were in this position.
Yeah, well, I think it's important always to talk your vision in existence and your success. I always, from when I started in the garage, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure both of y'all have done the same thing. Like, you always said, I'm going to do this and do that. Don't just dream it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Dream it and make it a goal and do it. That's what I do. And I always said when I was a kid, when I first started DJing, I said, man, I'm gonna have my own record company. I'm gonna be one of the biggest DJs. I'm gonna be able to put albums out. You know, I'm gonna be able to be a big entrepreneur, a mogul, a businessman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I own a restaurant. I own, you know, I'm starting to get into other things, you know, investing and taking my career and securing the bag on a whole nother level because we have to. You know what I'm saying? I tell people every day, when I say secure the bag, I'm being so real. Anybody that tell you not to get money, run fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it costs money to eat, it costs money to drink water, it costs money to sleep at your house, and you got to feed your, it does.
That's
I didn't
real.
make this rule up. I did not make this rule up. You know what I'm saying? And it drives me crazy when somebody like, oh, you know, it's not about the money. Listen, first of all, we got life. It's about God. But at the end of the day, we still have to survive in this world, and it's cold. Bundle up. You know what I'm saying? And right now you're securing a bag. You get paid to be on your radio show because this is your career. You know what I'm saying? You're securing a bag. What I'm saying is, man, secure the bag. But I know a lot of people that will mess up the wire before it come in. Like, for instance, say Envy just got both of y'all getting a promotion tomorrow, and then tomorrow you jump off the bridge and do something crazy, you know, do something wild, and you just not you lost the bag.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell all my athlete friends, yo, stay focused, secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they want you to fail. They don't want us to win. You about to get so much money, they waiting for you to make that one little dumb mistake, and then you don't secure the bag.
Pull it back, right.
Make sure you secure the bag. Go home, work out, play back, whatever sport you do, secure your bag. If it's being in school, if it's being a doctor, if it's whatever, secure your bag. You know what I mean?
Now, what was the original conversation with Hov when he started managing you? How did that come about?
Well, you know, me and Hov, you know what I'm saying? That's my friend. So we always knew we was going to do something besides making music together. I always knew I wanted to do something with Jigga. You know, like 10 years ago, you know, Hov offered me a label deal before when I was at Def Jam, before I did the Def Jam back in the days, and now I'm at Epic, We the Best Epic. But before I did that, he offered me a label deal before Rock Nation was Rock Nation.
Right.
You know, he was talking about it. I knew about it before it happened. And he didn't put it up yet. And at that time, I had to make my moves. But I said, I knew we were going to do something. So I felt like management was the perfect match so he can be involved with everything. You know what I'm saying? From the music, from the endorsements, from whatever. You know, right now, I'm going to be doing some speaking and just whatever, you know what I'm saying, to take my career to the next level. And I felt like me looking up to him being my friend, and me being inspired of his moves, him as a mogul, him as an artist, I felt like that was the right guy to manage me. And then his team, like Shaka and Lenny, that's my family. You know what I'm saying? Those are people I really rock with, even if I wasn't, you know, even if they wasn't managing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd still be on the phone with them. I'd still be rocking with them, as well as Jigga. So I felt like that was a good move. And I felt like it's powerful. So I had a vision. L.A. Reid's my partner. Jay-Z's my partner. And Jimmy Iovine's my partner.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's We the Best Apple Music. It's We the Best Epic. It's We the Best Rock Nation. You see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's Khaled, Jay-Z, Jimmy Iovine, L.A. Reid. That's powerful.
Do you make money off your music?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Of course I do.
Because it seems like there's a lot of hands in the pot.
Well, I mean, each record has a different calculation of its success. You know what I'm saying? Then the body of work of an album has a calculation of its success. It's all a number game. It's breaking down. But at the end of the day, I've said this before, I think our music is our outlet to open doors for other, like, for instance, endorsements, shows. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just got on touring with Beyonce, stadiums. You know what I'm saying? It just opens doors. My music got me to do an interview in this building. You know what I'm saying? So the music is the key to open the door, and that's something that we love to do. And I encourage everybody, if you want to be successful and have joy and have happiness, do something that you love. You know what I'm saying? So if you love doing radio, that's why you do it. Wake up every morning. You love doing TV, that's why you patient. You know what I'm saying? It's an all-day thing. You barely eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they feed you crackers and turkey all day. Like, you know, you dedicated. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. If you do something that you love to do And that's what I do. I love all this.
Now, was that a real line on your album cover?
Yes, real line. I
don't believe you, Khaled. That was a real.
I Snapchat the whole photo shoot.
I must have missed that day.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And I got the behind the scenes going on my Instagram.
Where the hell y'all get the line from?
His name is Felix. He listens to Bob Marley only. No, I'm being honest. At least I'm being honest. Alert. Like, I'm being honest. I would never lie to you. That's one thing you have to. I don't lie. I don't get down like that. But yeah, it was a real lion. And was I nervous? Of course I was. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day is we related. You know what I'm saying? He liked reggae music. I like reggae music. I sat on that throne very still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
was it declawed? Did it have teeth?
No, teeth, everything. His trainer, he had him since birth.
Got you.
So, but you know, you can't play her. They had a wire, a real wire. I guess when he was growing up as a young lion, that he knew that wire, if you touched it, it'd probably do something. So they put a wire, like I'm on the chair and the wire is like right there. So just in case it
he
did.
wouldn't cross that line.
Yeah. He knows mentally, you know, if he did cross that line. And then, you know, they had a lot of safety theories and all that over there. So we was on point, you know what I'm saying?
And when did you acquire your love for flowers?
I've always did. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. See, when people started finding out, you know, through Snapchat, I let people in my life. I never let people in my life or in my home. And I always have flowers as positive energy. I call them my angels. And, you know, when you buy your first crib, I remember buying my first crib years ago. The first thing I did was landscaping. And I'm like, man, this costs a lot of money.
Very expensive.
No, it's so...
Very expensive.
No, I'm talking about landscaping be more than the house. Like, you know, after you know? So... I ended up loving it because I was like, man, I'm paying all this money to landscape. So I started getting into it myself, going to Home Depot, you know, grabbing the rocks and certain flowers I want. Mm-hmm. And it just bring me peace, man. They don't argue with me. They don't bother me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it looked good. You know, I live in Miami, so it's a vibe when the sun hit it. And it's just a vibe. I love my angels. You know what I'm saying? It's just a vibe. It's a spiritual meditation vibe for me. You know what I mean?
You know, I always wanted to know with Fat Joe and 50 squashing their beef, and you're so into peace, and I remember the days when it was just nasty, y'all in clubs, and it was just disgusting. You ever thought about
50 recorded your mom, or somebody recorded your mom? You know what I'm saying? Like, could you ever be
Could y'all
cool
ever
with him?
squash it out?
You know,
because I never thought Fat Joe would.
You know, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even when back in them days, like I don't even reminisce some things, but since we brought it up, like I never ever commented on it on a negative point or on a positive point or any point. I just don't comment on it because when you deal with moms, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like you know, I mean, everybody love their mom. So I don't even really like talk about it because I think it's a waste of energy for me to even talk about it if I have nothing good or bad to say. Why talk about it? You know what I'm saying? But with Fat Joe doing his thing, that's my brother, and I respect every decision he makes. You know what I'm saying? I respect that to the fullest, and I love peace and unity. I don't have a problem with nobody. That's the answer. I don't have a problem with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I never do. I never will. The only time I ever have a problem with somebody if you try to physically hurt me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with nobody, and I am about love and peace. So I just keep it moving. Do I need to rock with somebody to not have a problem with? No, I don't have to be best friends with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I just stay away from thing, and I think people respect that because I don't just be wilding out, yo, you know, I don't do that. I only put out good energy out there. So my answer is, I got love, man. I ain't got no problem with nobody. Meaning as in, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day that doesn't mean that I'm gonna hang out with you and I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I just keep the good energy out there when it comes representing Khaled.
Well, Fifth always says that French is the one who recorded it. You ever had that convo with him?
Well, you know, French said he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I did definitely have that convo with him when that occurred because I had no choice because it kept coming out as a subject. I didn't, you know, and French is my dog, you know what I'm saying? That's my friend. He tell me he didn't do it, you know what I'm saying? I believe him. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to French Montana. He got an album coming out, support him, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
What happened to the headphone company you used to have? You don't mess with the headphone company anymore?
Well, I got something new.
You got something different over there.
Oh no, these are the Fendi Beats. These Fendi Beats. Y'all know
Apple won't let Khaled have a headphone company?
No. I have a big announcement coming real soon. So I'd rather this announcement come, and when you know if I gotta come back up here or or get on the phone, you know what I'm saying, y'all be probably one of the first to know. So I
mean,
got something special. I don't wanna ruin the presentation.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
You got stock in iHeart anyway.
Oh yeah, I got love for iHeart. listen, I love iHeart. You know what I'm saying?
Khaled records come out. It's like they pushing the button.
But what I'm saying
Like
is,
it's a different button for Khaled.
but let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I only put out good records.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the day I don't put out good records, the day I don't put it out. See, I wouldn't even waste my own time. You know what I'm saying? That's what's so dope about music. It's a feeling, and these records that I do give iHeart or the world, they're events. You know what I'm saying? These records don't happen. They don't just appear. You know what I'm saying? These are records that's monumental and special. You know what I'm saying? And give thanks, man. I give thanks for y'all's support, and I give thanks for God for giving me the energy and strength to make them.
Now, with all this success, how hard is it not to, like, quote unquote, sell out? Because I know people come to you with stuff and be like, Khaled, I give you such and such amount of money just to put this on your snap. And it might be something lame as hell, but you might be like, damn, it's a big bag.
I could never sell out because I don't understand that word, sell out. You know what I'm saying? Could you secure the bag? Of course you can. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, as I look at it like this, I only represent things I love and want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Can people make mistakes? Of course they can.
Which mistake have you made?
I haven't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying you have to be prepared just in case you make a mistake, because you can't act like you know every single thing. But I feel like I do know a lot. I'm sure you do too. But at the end of the day, is sometimes, you know what? You might think something is dope and it might not be dope.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I've been blessed to represent things that I love, and usually when I represent something, it's a win. You know what I'm saying? And that's the blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like, like when somebody touch something, like certain people have that touch. You know what I'm saying? And like, for instance, when I do feel like drinking responsibly, I feel like I'm repping the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes down to clothing or everything I do, I feel like it's special. It's cloth. You know what I mean? Like, it's a vibe. You know what I mean?
I think with Khaled, though, one thing I respect is as you got more successful, you got better as a person.
Yes,
you
definitely.
don't see that often. Usually
You show more gratitude.
Yeah. Usually when people get successful, they act like asses. But in the beginning, I think a lot of people looked at Khaled as an ass. Didn't like him for whatever reason. But I seen it as more success he's gotten.
I think people thought it was an act until they realized it wasn't.
But he got better with everybody, with everything though. He got better. Just as a person, it seems like he got better.
I think it's important. The more you grow, the more wiser and the more humble you get. Me right now in my career, like, I'm really so grateful. Like, when I see y'all, because I do remember, you know what I'm saying, how far we go back, and disagreements or breaking records, and we support each other. Like, we come from we come far. Look where we at now.
Mm-hmm.
Look where all of us at, man. You're a family man. You're a family man. We're successful. We're blessed. You know what I mean? I look at it, man, God is so great. Why are we gonna dwell on negative vibes? You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much negative in the world already. If we don't come together and unify and show love, then we're gonna play ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is the answer. Love is the key. And love is so powerful. That's why they don't want us to love. They don't want us to love. They don't want me and Envy and you to like each other.
Mm-hmm.
They want me and you to beef right now because you're known to beef with somebody on radio. I'm not gonna beef with you.
I don't like beefing no more.
No, I'm just saying that's the way they put an energy out there.
Yeah.
And that's what they're gonna predict. I'm not falling for no trap. I'm not 10 years old. I'm not 16. I'm not 17. I'm a grown man. I gotta act like a grown man and be a grown man.
You got on all white, Khaled.
Yeah, I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying?
You can't beef in all white?
Nah, I ain't beefing with nobody. I ain't got time to beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
How important is gratitude?
Very important, man, because you got to have certain morals and certain respects and certain codes in your life. You know what I'm saying? And once you get all that, people going to respect you. Like, if I respect you, you going to respect me back. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't respect me, you're going to respect me some way and somehow, because my success and my blessings is going to be known where you have to respect me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day is the more blessings you give, the more blessings you give back. It's very simple. Man, put out that good vibe, you're going to get that good vibe. You put out that negative vibe, you're going to get that negative vibe. And if there's a negative vibe coming your way when you're doing a good vibe, it's simple. Peace.
All right.
You know, I know you got to go, Khaled, but meant to ask, we the best. Ace Hood was like your first artist the first time. Are you still in Ace Hood? Y'all still together? Or
Ace Hood doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? That's my brother. I support him 100%.
He not signed to We the Best no more?
He is, but he wants to do his own thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why? Why right now? You red hot?
Everybody makes their own decisions, but at the end of the day is we got love. It ain't no like, you know, sometimes, you know, artists might want to do something. And maybe, you know, I can't speak for him. I don't know what he's thinking, but at the end of the day is we bless him, we love him, and that's, you know, I've been with him from the birth of Ace Hood, so I've supported him, and I'm always going to love him. And if he ever need me, I'm here to support 100%. But
You still going to put his music on Snapchat?
He got a new tape out there. Check it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We signed a new artist, Kent Jones.
Shout out to Kent.
He just dropped the #1 record called Do You Mind? Thank you for the support. And I'm excited about him. And, you know, we got Movado, of course, and we got Vado. Vado hit me up the other day. He's cooking up another tape. You know what I'm saying? I encourage all my artists to go hard and go as hard as me, and not as hard as me, go hard as people that you look up to and look at their story and look how they broke in the game. You got to go hard. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing given.
Is it frustrating when your team ain't working as hard as you? Because I don't see it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see, like, Vado working as hard as
Well, I
as
always
you.
push Vado to go hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he hit me on text and when we talking about music, and when you talk, that's my brother. First of all, Vado is very talented.
Good dude.
And I always push him. My advice to Vado always, yo, go hard, my brother, because when you do drop some bars, they like it. But I say you got to give them more, though. You can't just do it once and then it disappear.
Right.
I told him, flood them so much. I said, just don't stop. If it's a tape that they like you, make 100 tapes. You know what I'm saying? And then get to the record, and maybe one record might pop off of that. I'm going to tell them the keys that I live by, how I came in the game. Like, for instance, I'm persistent. I won't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm on my 9th album. Like, I didn't wait for somebody to say, yo, don't make an album, make an album. I'm going to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you got to do is make that music and keep going. You know what I mean?
You got a name for your son yet?
We got like 2-3 names, you know what I'm saying? We're going back and forth. I think when my son come out, it's automatically we're just going to say it. But, you know, me and the Queen, we going back and forth, vibing on him.
Well,
Gotcha.
congratulations on everything, man.
Thank you.
That's an understatement. Congratulations is an understatement.
Life, man. I'm glad to see not even the success, just you as a person.
Right.
Like I like this Khaled as a person, man.
Man,
And I like the fact you came from radio. Like, we know
Yeah,
it's hard to make it in the radio
I love
business.
it. I would never change my story, man, and because they say we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they always say you can just only do radio.
Yeah.
And they don't want you to prosper.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, progress. And we live in proof that we doing everything we said we was going to do. All of us in this room.
My last question, I always wonder, was it hard for you to leave EDR?
Very hard. Because you know how it is, Envy, especially when you're a DJ. Even when you have the flu or you go out of town, we pre-record our show. You know what I'm saying? You can't trust nobody. You know, everybody wants your spot.
Right,
It's just a
absolutely.
game. It's called hustling. And when my schedule kept getting so busy, I was, you know, at one point I had to be honest with myself, and I was like, man, you know, this ain't fair. You know what I'm saying? That I'm so busy, and then I don't want people to think I'm neglecting, you know, the station. But what's so beautiful about 99 Jams, they embraced me from day one and still do. So it's like I still work there on the, you know what I'm saying? If I want to come do a shift, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? If I want to do guest spot, I'm working. So I felt like I never left there because, you know what I mean, that's my home. But it was hard to officially say, I'm going to put my executive hat on and pursue the album career and everything else I'm doing as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A 7-day job. You know what I mean? It was hard, but at the end of the day, I feel like I do radio every day. Like right now, we doing radio.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and the love is there. It's not like I'm not got no love. Like they love me and I love them.
How'd you quit? Did you tell them? Or you
No, it wasn't like I quit. Actually, it wasn't even a quit. It was just like, it was not even like a resign or a party to say I'm to sign off the air. I never did that because it was never. I never signed off.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm still on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to do no sign off because that's not. I didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? But you know they blessed me and they gave me their blessings. They say, hey, do your thing and we got you here. Whatever you want to do.
Right. Now, you did an open letter to Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, Lauryn Hill and the Fugees.
And the Fugees.
Yeah.
You asked for a clearance.
Yeah.
Did they give you the clearance?
Yeah, they cleared the record. I sampled Ooh La La, Fuji La with Nas, a song on my album called Khaled and Nas. The song is called Nas Album Done. And I sampled Fuji La. You know what I'm saying? We sampled Fuji La, and you know, it's very rare that you get clearances. And I was like, it was such an inspiration to get it cleared because I've been hearing that people try to sample that before and they get denied. But when I sampled it, when we sampled the record, they already told me, like, you're wasting your time.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, this record's too dope. It's me and Nas is going bad on here. When I say going bad lyrically, he going off. Mm-hmm. Like, it's Nas, and you know, Nas and Lauren have a relationship. They did I Rule the World, and Nas is spitting so much flames. And then at the end of this verse, he said, I don't want to mess up the rhyme, but at the end of the verse, he says, Khaled called me while I was in album mode. So I think he said, so he put his something on hold to get on the major key, and then he said, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, my album's done. Like saying, like, Nas said, yeah, Khaled called me to get on major key, blah, 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 blah. Oh, by the way, my album's done. Right. So when I heard that was like the record's so crazy. And he talking about pushing the culture forward and just spitting this. He going Illmatic on another level. He going in. It gave me goosebumps.
Dope.
So I just, you know, reached out and they cleared it. They gave me the blessings, and I felt like, let me write a letter to let them know how much I appreciate it, but also let the fans know, because if you ain't a Fuji fan, then you ain't hip hop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Them young kids don't know though.
They better. Yeah. They better, because that's Fuji's.
You need to executive produce an album with Rick Ross and Nas.
Man,
that's the hip hop request.
Listen,
Khaled and Rick Ross executive producer Nas album.
Hey yo, Nas, Rick Ross, let me executive produce that, because boy, would that be crazy.
My goodness.
That'd be
Khaled
crazy.
gotta go.
All
right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's DJ Khaled. The album's out right now. Make sure you go get it.
If
Bless
superior
up.
hair
Get it.
extensions,
Bless
clip-ins,
up.
and
Get it.
tape-ins are an absolute must, you have to get the #1 rated hair extensions in the world. Her Imports is 100% certified real virgin human hair and trusted by celebrity stylists worldwide. Celebrities swear by our products, and now you can too. We now offer financing for our products at herimports.com for a limited time, or go into one of our convenient locations in your city. We offer 100% Indian temple bundles that will have you looking flawless for years. Visit us online right now at herimports.com.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in